season. They need to be ready for that, and was able to find a gap in that Tusculum defense as Buick almost gets an ace there. Lenoir-Rhyne's going to get that point as it touched the net, or as one of the, I believe Burrows got a piece of the net there. That point's going to go to Lenoir-Rhyne as they're up 8-1 early in the first set. Big block at the net. Taylor Prawl and Braylon Faust. As that's going to force Tusculum to call a timeout here. And we'll be right back here on the Bear Sports Network.
When looking for a general contract.
In a heavy hitter conference matchup. Bears lead 9-1 early in this first set. As you see Buick with the serve. Two big blocks at the net. Switching it to the other side, and that's going to get past Burrows and Emma Johnson. Colette Romp's going to collect her first kill of the night. An errant serve by Buick. She's had quite a few in a row. One ace on the night so far, but that led to a landslide of points for the Bears early. Prawl with a big hit. Seeing a couple new faces come into the game. Rachel Wildermuth and Anna Beaver. I believe this is Anna Beaver's first time coming into the game here at home. Into the rafters, and that's going to be into the stands. That's going to be a point for Tusculum.
Serving for Tusculum, number 27, Catherine Clingy.
A great save in the back by Hawkins, and Rachel Buick not able to save it there. That's going to go to the Pioneers. You see the effort from both sides here, being able to get under the ball on both sides, digging it out. And then the effort on the Lenoir-Rhyne side by Hawkins and Rachel Buick. That's going to be Anna Beaver with the touch, just right over that line. Tusculum has been able to get up so far and block a couple right at the net. So Beaver being able to switch it up there and just loft it right over the hands of the defense. I believe a Bear got into the net there. I believe it was Braylon Faust. Bears still up 12-5.
Number 15, Amaya Burns.
That's going to be off the rafters. Taylor Prawl with a soft hit, and she's going to find a hole in that Pioneer defense. Other than the long run by the Bears so far in the first set, this has been a pretty even game. Prawl with 2 kills, Romp with 2 as well, and a couple more Bears with some 1s. And that serve is going to be a little bit too powerful. Bears getting the ball back. As you see, Holsey and Colette Romp check back into the game.
Serving for the Bears, number 24, Mackenzie Holsey.
Elena Thomas checks into the game, and she's going to get her first kill of the night. Got to compliment the Bears' defense right now. They've been able to dig up just about anything the Pioneers have thrown their way. They only have 2 kills on the night so far. The Bears have just been doing an amazing job on that defense, being able to dig it up. It's only been the errors that have been aiding the Pioneers so far. Three serving errors and only 2 other errors on the night so far for the Bears, but that's been the only way, or those have been the only 5 points scored for the Pioneers, as that's going to go into the stands. Elena Thomas a little off on the hit. I believe the net judge is going to call a violation there. I think Elena Thomas got a piece of it. As Ashley Hawkins checking back into the game. Little too much on the serve right there. The Pioneers not quite out of this one yet. Closing the gap, but just a little bit. Bears still have a comfortable lead, but need to stay aggressive to be able to close it out, as that's going to help them right there. A little bit too much on the serve, but that's what we had circled on the night, was both teams needed to be aggressive serving, and we have seen that so far with a couple of serving errors. 4 on the Bears side, but only 1 on the Pioneers so far. Faust with the assist from Holsey. We've seen that duo score quite a few points so far this season. Huge hit by Romp, got deflected at the line and just a little bit too far out of range for the Pioneers to save it. Big block
Tusculum.
And that's going to force Tusculum to take a timeout as the Bears lead 20-9 early in this first set. And we're going to be right back here on the Bear Sports Network. Side on serving errors has been the biggest takeaway for the Pioneers so far, and they have not been able to capitalize on points. Maya Burrows gets one blocked at the line, but somehow that's going to make its way over. Able to dig it out. We're going to see. We're going to wait to see where that goes. I believe the point is going to go to the Bears. I thought Sosnowski got a hand under it, as that's going to be put down by Emma Johnson.
Serving Tusculum, number 16, Emma Johnson.
Amaya Burrows, welcome to the game. That's going to be her first kill of the night. The leading scorer for the Pioneers with now 131 kills on the season. Just as I was about to say, the Pioneers getting on a little bit of a run, and errant serve is going to give it back to the Bears, 3 points away from taking this set.
Serving for the Bears, number 7, Rachel Wilbur.
Nobody's going to stop Taylor Prawl coming in with the hammer. It's coming too quick to get under it for Burrows, and that's going to be another point for the Bears. That's going to be Pigs' second kill on the night. We're going to see Catherine Klingen back to serve. So that's going to be over the net. Peyton Gash was not expecting that one. She thought it was going to drop on the other side, as we're at game point here in the first set for the Bears, leading 24-13. Prawl back to serve. How the Bears want to take this one really early and get a quick set under their belts. As that's going to be over the net, and the win, taking the set for the Bears. A dominant first set. We see Prawl with 3 kills and a serving ace to end that, as well as Colette Romp with 3. Braylon Faust with 2 kills and a couple of blocks, and Ashley Hawkins Taylor Prawl with an ace to end that set. And we'll see you back here for the second set after this. Just tuning in, Lenoir-Rhyne taking the first set, 25-13. Back here on the Bears Sports Network, and if you're just tuning in, the Bears up 1 set to none on the Tusculum Pioneers, taking that first set 13-25, and a dominant run of about 9 points in a row for the Bears early in the first set. Taylor Prawl, 3 kills, 1 ace to end that set. Ashley Hawkins, 2 kills. Colette Romp with a pair of 3s. And then a couple crafty plays by Mackenzie Holsey with the serve to Braylon Faust is going to get a couple. And then on the Pioneer side, Carly Pigza, the second leading scorer for the Pioneers, with 2 kills. And the leading scorer only with 1, and that's Amaya Burrows. Starting the second set, we're going to see Mackenzie Holsey back with the serve. That's going to be a little bit too far out for the line judge, and that's going to give the Bears 1-0 starting. The Bears look dominant in that first set. Defensively and offensively, getting on that run, and then just being able to dig up just about anything the Pioneers sent their way. As Taylor Prawl is going to collect another kill there. She's been tough to stop, coming in with the hammer a couple times in the first set. Pioneers on a long rally are going to take care of that one. It's a wide out in the shoe here. Both teams coming in undefeated in the conference. Tusculum 6-0 and the Bears 4-0. So a lot riding on this game tonight of who's going to take over the lead in the conference. And so far this Bears team has looked like they've played the part of that team leading conference, as Amaya Burrows is going to pick up that point. And that's going to be her second kill of the night. On the Lenoir-Rhyne side, Rachel Buick, a couple of digs so far in this game, and named National Player of the Week. Only the second player ever to win that honor for Lenoir-Rhyne, as she's going to watch that one fall out and how she picked up that honor. She had 27 digs, 3 assists, and 2 aces against Limestone, and then 19 digs and 4 assists in their game against Mars Hill. So congratulations to Rachel on that honor. Tusculum out of sorts there. Emma Clark right there to stop it, but didn't need it anyway. The Bears are going to pick up that point. Nobody on that back line for the Bears. Pioneers picking up that point. We've seen this a couple times to where the Bears get on a roll and start to get really comfortable and then leave open spots in the defense in the back row. And that's what the Pioneers just found there. So we'll see if Lenoir-Rhyne kind of keeps it up there. Prall's going to get another kill. But on that back row, we've seen it be a problem area for the Bears and just leaving a couple open gaps right between players. It's not like they're hitting it too far, but just leaving a bit too big of a gap between the players to be able to get to it in time. As Buick digs that up and putting some touch on it, it looked like some miscommunication from the Pioneers, and that's what we've seen quite a bit tonight, is just not enough communication. We've seen Carly Sosnowski running all over the place. Tusculum picking up that point as a pair of Pioneers checking back into the game. Klingen to serve. Big save by Buick, but not in the square. Big block up at the front, Faust and Prall. We've seen that duo up at the net a couple times tonight. Put a big block there.
Serving for the Bears, number 7, Rachel Willermuth.
Good effort there by the Bears. Romp and Buick being able to serve that ball in. Another big block by the Faust and Prall up at the line. A little too long on the spike for Burrows, and that's going to give Lenoir-Rhyne a point and getting on a little bit of a run here. Hopefully the announcer's curse stays away. That one's going to get behind Faust and Anna Beaver up at the front. Thinking Mackenzie Holsey was right behind them, but a little bit too far back, and that's going to give the point to the Bears, ending that Lenoir-Rhyne run as you see an errant serve.
Serving for the Bears, number 4, Taylor Brawl.
Something I had circled on my sheet tonight was 0 blocks against Lincoln Memorial for the Pioneers, and they've only had about 1.6 per set So letting the Bears swing is going to be really, really dangerous. They need to take care of that tonight, but so far they have not been able to stop it as Taylor Prawl is up to 5 kills, leading the game. Hawkins and Romp both with 3 and Faust with 2. And the Bears just taking care of business at the net. Sosnowski not quite able to dig that one up. It's going to force the Pioneers to take a timeout. Bears leading 12-6 here in the second set. And we'll be right back. Back here on the Bears Sports Network. If you're just tuning in, we're in the second set where the Bears are leading 12-6 over the Tusculum Pioneers in a big conference matchup tonight. Both teams undefeated. Lenoir-Rhyne riding a 6-game win streak, and tonight playing at home as well as tomorrow afternoon against UVA Wise before a long road list. And they won't be back in the shoe for a while as we see another big block by Faust and Elena Thomas right up at the net. Faust has been pretty tough to get around for that Pioneers team. Taking care of business at the net and really doing what Tusculum hasn't been able to do. With Lenoir-Rhyne having a lot of heavy hitters and coming from a lot of different places. Taylor Prawl, Colette Rump, Braylon Faust, and Emma Clark all have been able to swing on the ball, and the Pioneers just struggling. I think we've seen it in past years where we've just seen Taylor Prawl take over games, have 20 kills, and we haven't really seen that this year yet. Normally she'd be up around 130 kills already on the season. But we've seen this year that she was only at 106 kills total coming into the night, still leading her team by a pretty big amount, by 40 on the dot. But it's been a lot more spread out this year compared to other seasons, and I think we're seeing that pay off for Lenoir-Rhyne as they've just been so tough to beat this year, only losing 2 on the season so far. And coming out in a big game, in a big matchup tonight, leading 15-7. Looking like they're possibly on their way to taking this second set. Tusculum has just not looked in rhythm tonight. A little bit of miscommunication right there. Still a healthy gap for the Bears.
Number 26, Elisa Carmichael.
Anna Beaver going to put a little bit of touch on that one. Her first time showing up in the shoe so far this season, and she's had her name called quite a bit, as that's going to be her second kill on the night. Prawl not able to get under that one.
Serving Tusculum,
A pretty long rally, but Tusculum's going to take that point. Buick just not able to keep it in the playing court. Pioneers on a little bit of a run. But so far we've seen Lenoir-Rhyne being able to stop it as I believe we're going to see a double by Holsey. Big block up the net. That's going to be Clark and Thomas. Ending that run for the Pioneers.
Serving for the Bears, number 6, Ashley Hawkins.
A good save there by Hawkins. As it was heading out, not going to be able to get under that one. The effort for the Bears is right there, just not able to get it underneath them and keep it in play. Pioneers able to stay in this one, trying to get their way back in as they're going to block Prawl right up at the net. That's going to be Pigza and Katie McLam. Bailey Parker able to keep that serve low, keep these Bears off balance, and it really starts right there. Once the Bears can kind of get settled, they can really take care of business, and Burrows is going to be a little bit too long on that one. 18-13 in the second set. Buick National Player of the Week taking care of that serve and digging it up. Couple of big hits there, dug up and sent right back over the net. But a little too long for a romp, and that's going to give it the point to the Pioneers.
Number 27, Catherine Klingen.
Four serving errors apiece for both teams. We've seen Burrows a couple times tonight, just a little bit too long. She's had a couple really good shots finding the gaps in this Bears defense, but just a little bit too far outside the line. She's had 20 attempts on the night and only been able to hit for 4. Yeah, we're going to see Burrows again, just right into the net. The biggest stat that's coming up right now is errors. The Pioneers with 13 errors on the night, and the Bears only with 5. And we can see that point gap in the scoreboard. Bears up 5. Having 8 more errors. We saw it a lot in the first set to where the Bears just took over really, really early. And now the Pioneers just playing from behind is going to be really tough against the stout Bears defense. That's going to get past Prawl and Faust. They've been dominant at the net so far tonight, but that's going to get past them. Close the gap to the closest it's been since early in the set. And there's another serving error. That's going to be the Pioneers' 5th of the night.
Serving for the Bears, number 4, Taylor Pearl.
Taylor Pearl with a pair of aces on the night. We'll see what she can do with 4 points left for the Bears. That's going to get past Buick. Back and forth and back and forth. This is the matchup we expected to see tonight. Both teams playing really, really even. Lenoir-Rhyne's just been able to get on a run in each set so far, and that's put them ahead, and then playing from behind has just not been what the Pioneers needed. They needed to be even, and then I think we're going to see a shootout here in the third set. And even in this one. Either way, it's not going to be easy for either team. Tusculum starting to come alive. Bears, this is where they started to kind of get figured out and not play their best. They need to finish out the second set, get it under their belts, so they can possibly end it in 3 and not have to take them to a 4th, as we're going to see Emma Clark with a big kill.
Serving for the Bears, number 24, Mackenzie Holsey.
I believe somebody stepped over the line on the Pioneer side, bringing it to game point here in the second set. Bears up 5, 24-19 on the Pioneers. Looking dominant so far tonight. Holsey back with the serve. Pioneers not going away just yet. Pigza and Burrows both with Pigza now with 6 kills on the night. Burrows with 5. The two leaders in kills for the Pioneers. We see Gash with 3 as well. Couple of subs for the Pioneers. Still game point. Elena Thomas going to take care of that one, and the second set goes to the Bears. Bears go up 2-0 in the game, and we're going to head to the third set right after this. And we're back here on the Bear Sports Network in the shoe on John Lent's court. The Bears taking both sets dominantly, taking that second set 25-20, and we're going to go over a couple of the stats. Taylor Prawl leading the Bears with 5, but we see a couple other players coming into this. Braylon Faust with 4 kills, and then 4 other Bears, Hawkins, Rump, Clark, and Thomas, all with 3 kills. So it's been a total team effort by this Bears team, defensively and offensively. And the biggest thing I've seen tonight is that the Pioneers have just not been able to stop Lenoir-Rhyne with their defense. They haven't been able to get up and block as well as the Bears have. And errors are starting to add up for the Pioneers as well, with 5 serving errors and 13 errors in general, compared to the Bears' 6 errors on the night. Carly Pigza for the Pioneers, 6 kills. Burrows with 5, and Gash with 3. 2 aces on the night for the Pioneers, as well as we're getting this third set kicked off in a big conference matchup. Both teams coming undefeated in the conference coming into this game. The Pioneers 6-0, the Bears 4-0. Both teams very businesslike coming into this matchup tonight. In warm-ups, we saw just locked in from both sides, but the Bears have been able to get on a big run in each set, which has really carried them throughout the rest of the set, as the Pioneers have been able, or have been playing from behind, and they've been playing really, really tough, but just not able to make up that gap. Big block at the line, romping Clark. We've seen Emma Clark so dominant on the season so far. She had 35 blocks coming into tonight. The team leader over Braylon Faust, who's had herself a night as well. It's wide out in the shoe for a big matchup tonight. A really good turnout as well. Lots of students in the students section. Emma Clark with the kill. Mackenzie Holsey is just so crafty right up at the net, setting.
Serving for the Bears, representing Rachel Buick.
National Player of the Week, Rachel Buick on the serve. Second player ever to get that honor. Congratulations to her. And she's been such a force this season. Just one of those senior leaders you always want for your team. Quiet, but dominant. Prawl and Faust, we've seen that duo pop up quite a bit tonight. And they're at it again. Bears up 4-2 early in this third set, hoping they can take it.
Serving for Tusculum, number 23, Bailey Parker.
Big block for the Pioneers, but that's going to go to the Bears as it lands out of bounds. You'd like to see more of that from the Pioneers. Their numbers are not quiet, though. Pigza with 7 kills on the night. Burrows with 5. It's just more of a total team effort by the Bears on the offense, and then the Pioneers not being able to stop, as Taylor Prawl is going to put a little bit of touch on that one and find a gap in the defense. Do I even need to say it? Taylor Prowl and Braylon Faust, excuse me, with a big block at the net. And a big serving ace for Rachel Wildermuth. Her stats have been a little bit quiet on the night, but 8 assists and 4 digs for the freshman. And that's going to force the Pioneers to take a timeout. And we'll be right back here on the Bear Sports Network. Back here in Schufer Gymnasium on the Bear Sports Network, presented by the SAC Live. Bears up 8-3 in the third set, dominating the first 2 sets, putting the Pioneers in a hole, and we've seen that again. The Bears getting on a little bit of a run here, as that's going to be a serving error by Wildermuth after she picked up an ace. Being able to control this lead, the Bears have done such a great job tonight. Pioneers been playing from behind the entire game so far. Peyton Gash not being able to get under that one. She's got 3 kills on the night though. Braylon Faust with the touch. We've seen that a couple of times tonight. The Pioneers get up at the line, and the Bears see it and are just able to play that a little bit better and putting a little bit more touch on it. Volleyball is a game of runs, and Lenoir-Rhyne has had one in just about each set tonight. And they're on one now. Taylor Praw with the serve. Pioneers ending that run. Maya Burrows with that serve, lofting it a little bit higher than we've seen, almost hitting the basketball backboard up at the ceiling, and that's going to be an error. That's 6 serving errors for the Pioneers and 16 total on the night so far. Bears with a big lead, 13-5 here in the third set. They've got another home game tomorrow, so hoping to end this one quick so they can focus on UVA Wise. A great dig in the beginning by Sosnowski and just a little bit too much touch on it for the Pioneers. Bears up 14-5. Their biggest lead of the night has been 10 in the first set. Getting close to that. And they're going to match it. Braylon Faust with the ace. Believe we saw a double on the Pioneers side. That's going to give the ball to the Bears, continuing their long run. Big block by Emma Clark. We've been calling that name quite a bit tonight. 35 blocks coming into tonight, and she has added a couple more to that. Bears looking dominant as ever. We've been waiting to see this for them for quite a while. And it's just been a total team effort, defensively and offensively. Little too long by Emma Clark. That's going to end the Bears' run. Still with a very comfortable lead of 12 points. Pioneers needing a big rally right now. Pigza with 8 kills on the night. Burrows with 6. We expected to see those numbers from them. It's just been so tough to score on this Bears defense with the blocks and the height the Bears have at the net. Being able to get up. Emma Clark, not the tallest lady on the court, but man, she can get up, and she is just so dominant at the net as we've seen so far this season. She's going to put some touch on it, though.
Circuit for the Bears, number 24, Mackenzie Halsey. Circuit for Tusculum, number 4, Madison Adams.
We're going to see Elena Thomas come in with the paw. 4th kill on the night for her.
Serving for the Bears, number 6.
Just so tough for the Pioneers defense to not have a good blocking night. They had 0 total blocks against Lincoln Memorial. Romp coming in with the hammer. Pioneers trying to battle back. They have not looked bad tonight. They've looked like a pretty solid team. Just a few too many errors, putting them in a hole and just not being able to block the Bears. Other than that, they've looked really well. They've been able to flow and play really well together. Emma Clark add another.
Serving for the Bears, number 10, Rachel Buick.
I believe Taylor Prawl stepped over the line. Pioneers needing a big run to get this back in contention as the Bears put down another. Pair of Bears checking in. That's going to be Rachel Wildermuth.
Serving for the Bears, number 7, Rachel.
She has an ace on the night so far. Oh, with the kill. Game point for the Bears. A little too long for the Pioneers, and that's going to give the Bears the third set and the win, the sweep. 3 sets, the Bears coming together, having a total team effort tonight, just absolutely dominating the Pioneers. Prawl, Faust, Emma Clark along the net, just so tough to get around. Prawl bringing the hammer, Elena Thomas getting into the mix. Rachel Wildermuth on the serves, just an absolute team effort. Couple numbers for the night. Taylor Prawl, 8 kills. Colette Romp, 6. Emma Clark with 7. Having a sneaky night, but just so dominant up at the net. Braylon Faust had a huge night on the defensive side with 7 block attempts, but she added 5 kills for herself as well. Elena Thomas with 4. Anna Beaver with 2, her first time playing in the shoe. And then Mackenzie Halsey with 2 as well. But on the Pioneer side, Carly Pigson and Maya Burrows just not able to get past the Bears defense that was so dominant tonight. Pigson had 8 and Burrows 6 kills on the night. And then Bailey Parker with a quiet 5 kills as well. You're going to see the Bears playing tomorrow at 2 o'clock. Against UVA Wise. After such a dominant night tonight, you know they're excited to get a little bit more rest and be ready for them tomorrow night. Thank you guys for tuning in. It's been Chris Rickenbaugh on the call, and we'll see you tomorrow at 2 p.m. back here in the shoe.